channel to help you create the life that you want and to become the best version of yourself. If you are new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notification. Also follow me on Instagram at Ananya Shetty Official for regular updates. We are a community of 600 plus people and like 50% of you haven't hit the bell icon, which means you will miss out on every single video that's up every week. So please go ahead and hit the bell icon. Today I am going to talk about how I plan my October 2020. Of all the things that I do, planning is my most favorite thing to do. This is something I've been consistent ever since January 2020, and this has been the most powerful tool which kept me going, which keeps me pumped up and motivated every single month. I have been a planning nerd all my life, and I would also like to believe that I do it quite well. But mind you, planning and executing are two different things, and we'll address the same in the video moving forward. Every new month is a new beginning, and it gives us an opportunity to look into what didn't work well the previous month and how to go ahead stronger and step into the upcoming month. Before we get started with planning for our October, I think it's a very good idea to look into how our September has gone by. So let's get started. Let's do the September monthly review. There are a few set of questions that we'll all answer. So quickly grab a pen and a paper and let's do it together. So shall we? Describe September in one word. For me, September was all about to-do list. I was so much after to-do list that I almost forgot few of the goals that I listed in the beginning of the month. I was doing my monthly review and looking at few of the goals, I was like, oh yeah, I totally forgot you existed, sorry. Highlights of the month, one thing that I'm proud of. I like to believe that I've pushed myself harder to get things done. The end of September, the last week of September, I was kind of very disappointed in myself because in my head I thought I missed out on a lot of things that I was supposed to complete. But when I sat down to review the month, as much as I've missed out, I also realized that I managed to complete quite a lot of them which were pending for a couple of months earlier. So I would like to believe that pushing myself harder, setting a deadline and asking me to get things done come what may has helped me finish the unfinished tasks. One thing that I've learned. The one thing that I've learned last month is that it's not just okay to take a break, but it's absolutely important to take a guilt-free break. I'll tell you why. Towards the end of September, I reached a point where I was not able to get things done. I was not motivated enough, things were not falling in place, and I kind of was very irritated and frustrated, and suddenly I decided I'll take a break of 2 to 3 days. But what happened during the break was that I was constantly worrying about all the pending works, the calls, the delay in the upload of video, and the list goes on. I neither justified my work nor the break. So I personally believe that it's absolutely important to take a guilt-free break so that you get an opportunity to bounce back stronger. How can I improve for the next month? While the intention is to stay on the game and be productive every single day, I realize that I'm missing out on a lot of time during the day. Time flies in a blink of an eye, which is why I decided I want to start tracking my time. I want to practice time blocking so that I know where every minute of my day goes. One habit that's helped you and one habit that's hurt you. The one habit that's helped me is planning my day the previous night. This has been a life-changing practice for me, and this has kept my mornings sorted. The one habit that's hurt me is scrolling through social media. I have no idea of the amount of time I spend there. So at least to find out how much time I spend on social media, I really have to take blocking time seriously this month. I insist that you comment below one habit that's helped you and one habit that's hurt you in September 2020. Now we are done with the September review, so let's dive straight into planning October 2020. To make this experience a lot more easy and interesting, I have created a printable PDF to my community. You can click the link in the description box below and download the same.
So this is how the PDF looks. I have divided into 4 categories like work goals, personal goals, habits to track and things to learn. My monthly planning starts with the quote of the month. This acts as a reminder to me every time I lose focus and also helps me get back on track. The first column is about work goals or professional goals. Anything with regard to work that needs to be accomplished or finish the unfinished pending task, I write all of them here. Once the work goals are addressed, I now move on to personal goals. Here I make a list of all the personal goals that I want to accomplish this month. The next important aspect of my monthly planning is habit building. The easiest way to scale up one's productivity is to build positive habits which will put you on autopilot even when there is no external motivation. The simplest way to make your each day count is to not let a day pass by without you learning something new. The world has enough resources to learn. It all boils down to one question. Are you willing to take the time and the effort to learn something new each day? I really hope your answer is a big yes. Here you can write down the books you want to read, the courses you want to attend, webinars, taking classes, finding a mentor, and the list goes on. Once I'm done with setting goals and tasks for the entire month, I will now create a habit tracker for the habits that I just jotted down earlier. Keeping a track of habits each day pushes you to stay in the game even when you don't feel like, and also gives you the clarity on why it worked or didn't work by the end of the month. Here I am creating columns for each day of the month for every single habit, which means I need to create 31 days for the month of October. My normal practice is to mark a tick mark when I accomplish a habit for the day and mark a cross when I fail. You can also sketch or color the columns in different colors. Do whatever pleases you. Once you create the habit tracker, take a look at the list of habits you mentioned in the earlier activity and list them down in your habit tracker. This way, your personalized habit tracker is ready to use. I would highly insist you to download the PDF, take the print, do the activity and stick it where it's easily visible. However, if you do not want to do it, I have given another link in the description box below for editable PDF, where all you have to do is download the PDF and type all your goals, tasks for the month, habits and things to learn for the month and save it for your reference.
Tasks for the month are sorted. I now move on to planning content for October 2020.
There are various platforms where I need to create content every month, like YouTube, Instagram, blog posts and websites. I don't do an elaborate planning. All I do is just some research and list down the topics that I'm going to work on so that I am sorted for the new month and I don't have to worry about content building in between the month. For Instagram content, I create it in batches like twice a month, which is every 15 days, and that keeps me sorted.
calendar for the month. But visually it might look like too much work, but trust me, it's not. And this is one activity which keeps me sane, which keeps me going, and saves me from the chaos the entire month.
To create a calendar, all you need is a white sheet of paper, pen, pencil, scale, and some other stationeries. Have a look at the calendar for the month in your phone or laptop, and all you need to do is just replicate the same in the white sheet of paper. Mention the month and the year in your calendar. Also fill the 7 days of the week and dates correctly. You can get creative and try to beautify your calendar. It's always nice to make the experience fun and interesting. So this is how the layout of your calendar will look like. Now it's time to write down every single goal and task that you have mentioned in your planner into your monthly calendar. You can also write down any appointments, reminders, payments like EMI, credit card bills, birthdays, travel dates. Well, very unlikely due to Corona. Maybe a day for relaxing, self-care day, family time, and the list goes on. You can add anything you want into your calendar and optimize it to make the best use of it. If there is any activity that you need to do every week on the same day, write them down first. For example, every Monday, I have an office art call to attend at 9 p.m. Every Wednesday, I shoot, Thursdays, I edit, and preferably Friday, I upload my videos. Every Sunday, I take a break and I also do my 30-minute brain dump or brainstorming session that helps me work on new ideas or solve existing problems. I haven't added any task other than office hour call in the last week of the month as I'll be traveling to my hometown. Between the process, take a moment to look into your planner to make sure you don't miss out on writing any activity mentioned in the planner into your calendar. I always mark my shoot days, edit days, and upload days in 3 different colors. This helps me identify the task of the day the moment I look at my calendar. And there you go, this is how my calendar for October 2020 looks like. Also make sure you place your planner, habit tracker and your calendar for the month in a place that's easily visible most of the time. You can place it in your study, dressing table, stick it to the refrigerator with a magnet or pin it up on your workstation. The idea is that the more you look at it, more you are reminded of it and better are the chances that you work on it and accomplish majority of the chunk by the end of the month. Wishing you a very happy October.
So guys, this is how I plan my month. I am so happy you joined in planning October with me. I hope you enjoyed watching them as much as I loved creating it. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts. I would love to hear them. Sending you lots of love. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.